What's going on, everybody?
Hello,
All right,
hello.
we're live.
Test, test.
Yeah, and we actually have Creole on for today's stream as well.
Live and in effect.
Yeah, so we're actually going to try to do this one quickly, right? we're on one accord on that, right?
That's right, I've got dinner reservations tonight, so we're going to wrap it up very quickly.
I didn't know they did dinner reservations at Burger King.
Wow. I could buy one.
All right, y'all. Friday night. Okay, so before we get into it, because we are going to get right into it, I want to go over one comment real quick from Classic 1984. He commented on our Dogecoin video last week. He or she, them, they. They said, amazing content. You guys are a rare thing in the crypto space. Keep it coming.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate comments like that. It keeps us motivated, and it wants us to keep pushing out additional information and videos, because we don't have to be doing this, but
Facts.
we enjoy it. We enjoy the conversations and the engagement in the chats, so we really appreciate it. And also we appreciate all of the new members in the Discord and the engagement there.
Yes, thank you. And speaking of Discord, join our Discord. Again, we've had some people trickle in. Thank y'all for joining. Come and join, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube is cute. What we're doing on right now is all good, but it's real talk in the Discord. So come and join us. And if you've never been on Discord before, it really is a lot of fun. I didn't get it at first because,
me either.
Crypto YouTube, they were, some YouTubers in the space that we watched that were always talking about Discord, and I just never got into it. But once I did, it's pretty sick, y'all. It's awesome.
We have fun. We don't hold back. We say what's on our mind, and the community there is just we're a hilarious group.
Yeah, good times. All right, so we stick to the agenda. Let's go ahead and get in. So buying the dip, the crypto space is in red right now, right? So what does buying the dip mean to you, Creole?
Well, for me personally, anytime the price of one of my coins dips or decreases in price 5, 10, 20%, I'm buying. And, that just goes back to, as you said before, knowing your investment ethos, knowing why you're investing and when you plan on exiting those positions. If you have that information down and you invest into good, solid projects, it really doesn't matter when the price dips or how much it dips. It's always an opportunity to get more, because in crypto, you have to remember it's a game of fractions. These coins can be split into many different decimal points. So anytime you can get that additional fractional amount, if the price goes down, it's always a good day. So I do know, talking to Michelle during this whole dip the past week, we were happy about this. We were excited.
For sure.
Because this gives us an opportunity just to acquire and accumulate more at a cheaper price, because the coins that we invest in, we know where they're heading.
Right. I was telling Creole I was supposed to get a new windshield this week. That money went straight into crypto. We good?
Yeah. I'm talking to the mic a little more.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, everything is going into crypto right now and into this dip right now. And I want to bring up something, we had some of our Discord members talking about, we don't have cash right now. Everything is already in crypto. I saw a lot of people on, these live streams in the past couple of days talking about, everything is already in crypto. And I thought you brought up a good point yesterday, Creole, is always good to have some a cash reserve somewhere just set aside, or
Right.
just have some pocket change set aside however you can for these moments so you can take advantage of them. But I mean, we're right there with everybody else. Like, everything is in crypto.
Yeah, and
literally.
yes, and this is a lesson learned,
Right.
especially for newcomers. And when Michelle says have some cash on the side, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the U.S. dollar or
Right.
the euro.
Good point. Good point.
A good stable coin, USDT, USDC. There are other stable coins out there where you can have a small fraction of your reserves just ready to trigger, because you always want, and what we found investing in the space for this time is you always want to have some dry powder in your back pocket.
Very
because
true.
you never know when these massive dips are going to happen, and you always have to be ready.
Always got to be ready. Always got to be ready. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to just briefly go over some coins that really caught my eye, and basically positions that I've been trying to build, and then I'll actually show you what my portfolio looks like. So one thing that I've been buying, I'm just going to start at the top of my watch list right now, Kusama. Okay, so I was late to the Kusama train, I'll admit. I was focused on Polkadot, right? So my dot bag is secured. I feel very confident with my dot holding and how much I have right now. So being kind of late to the Kusama train and having my intuition kick in, there was something in me telling me I needed to go ahead and start accumulating Kusama, and I have been. So, right now, 7 days, we're at negative 26% right now, right? Down 26%. So I've been buying up this Kusama. I think Kusama KSM is super cheap right now.
It is.
And extremely undervalued. So.
And again, Kusama is one of these coins with a max supply.
Yes.
Meaning there's not going to be any more of Kusama made after a certain point.
Right.
So you definitely want to, in big dips like this, focus on the coins with max supplies and focus on the coins that dip the most.
Right. And, like we said before, Creole and I were really focused on the Polkadot ecosystem right now. And when we say
Yes.
Polkadot ecosystem, to us that automatically includes Kusama, right? And, everything involved with that. So, yeah, we're very focused on Polkadot right now. And like we said, we'll get into Cardano during the summer. So something has been telling me to build my bag. So I've been building my bag of Kusama. And remember that these projects, they will be bonding, locking this KSM and these, with the crowd loans, people participating in that will be bonding KSM. So again, we can imagine we'll see some crazy price action when those pair chains, when that auction gets up and running.
Right.
Okay, moving on, because I feel like I'm already getting long-winded. I bought a little bit more Fala as well.
Okay.
Again, Polkadot ecosystem. Right here, 72 cents right now. I think this is still a steal.
Yeah.
Right, and it's cheap. So I got a little bit more of that. Moving on down here, Darwinia network, the ring token. I got a large bag of that. Okay, over 7 days, we see right here, down 38%. I think it's even down, I don't know, I thought I saw 40% or something somewhere, right? So, wow, right? So major discount. If you've been watching our videos over the parachain auctions and Polkadot ecosystem, we know that these bridges are going to be huge in the space. So I think Darwinia is, having a Darwinia bag is a good bag to have.
Right.
And again, it's basically half off, literally.
Wow.
Because, yeah, I honestly, I started buying around 21, 22 cents. So, okay, it's half off. Going down a little bit more, what else did I buy? Thought there was, Katen, Darwinia commitment token. Let me just click on this, y'all.
You are really bullish on the Darwinia
I don't know what it
network
is.
right
you know,
now.
I don't get this feeling a whole lot. You know, I think I'm pretty in tune with my intuition. Something is telling me to stack a little bit of this Katen. Y'all, it's at a $7 million market cap. There's a total supply of 71,000 right now. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's $166 right now. Something has been telling me to stack it, so I've been stacking it. It is a coin. Let me hop over here to this other tab. It is a coin, a token that you can earn for locking your ring, right? You see this over here. So you can earn it, but again, something in me has been telling me to go ahead and stack a few of these. So that's what I've been doing.
And that's a good point. And this is why it's so important when you decide to invest in any space, you want to learn as much as possible, because once you reach a certain level of knowledge in any space, you have to start listening to your intuition.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. I remember when Cardano was below 2 cents. I was listening to a lot of Charles Hoskinson's AMAs and interviews. I was looking at the landscape at the time, and something told me to accumulate Cardano below 2 cents.
Big time.
And I entered a massive position in Cardano below 2 cents. So
big time.
The point is, educate yourself, follow your gut, follow your intuition, and things are going to work out for you.
For sure. And like we said before, there's so much noise and so much going on in the space all the time, is that sometimes you just got to follow your heart. I mean, it's true. You know, another coin that I think is really interesting, I almost bought some, but then I saw the gas fee and
these gas fees are criminal.
I could not do it for some reason. I don't know what, but Robonomics, take a look at Robonomics. Again, I'm pulling up this Huobi article that Creole went over a few weeks ago. Definitely go back and watch that. I think it's Kusama leading contenders video for the Kusama parachain auction.
Nice.
So again, you know, Darwinia is on here, right? Scroll down, we have Robonomics. You know, I used to be a little bit hesitant on Robonomics because I thought it was a little bit before its time, possibly. But all it took was for me to watch 60 Minutes and see these robots breakdancing on 60 Minutes a few weeks ago, and I immediately bought a bag of Robonomics.
We're not that far away from the future.
Right.
I know Amazon is taking a huge leap forward as far as the robotics space, and other companies are going to soon follow suit.
Right.
So I do have my eye on Robonomics as well.
Right, and really just the IoT space in general, you know, Robonomics speaks to that. So look into that. And also Fala, we see here on the Huobi
Massive
article.
potential.
Okay,
Yeah.
so again, go back and look at that video that Creole did. He went over this article in depth.
And again, this is not financial advice. What we are doing is just providing a little insight about how we invest, what we invest, and why we invest in projects.
Right. And so next thing I'm going to do, trying to keep it quick, here's a sneak peek of my portfolio. As you can see, I have tried to blur out or not show exactly what each of these slices, what coin these slices are. If you're in our Discord, you know, right? I'm saving that for our members in the Discord. So if you want to know exactly what I'm in, join our Discord, okay? But, you know, you gotta get in with the family before you see all that, right? So again, just a little bit portfolio talk, and we kind of talked about this in the Dogecoin video. The coins that we're talking about, Darwinia, Robonomics, Fala, things of that nature, those take up a relatively small portion of our portfolio, right? And we had a conversation with someone in our Discord on this. At the end of the day, most of our portfolio, you see these big slices right here, and I don't think you can see my cursor, but these big slices, these are high market cap, fully confident in their success coins
Blue
that we're
chip
holding.
projects.
Exactly. Right. So again, if you're new to this space, I know it's going to be tempting to start throwing, money at these low cap coins. But at the end of the day, you have to remember and really follow that 1% rule of having these high risk coins that only take up a small percentage of your portfolio. And as you can see here, these smaller slices here in the, top left of the pie chart here, those are my higher risk coins, right? And so, like I said, if those high risk coins go to zero, I would be fine. Because at the end of the day, I know majority of my portfolio, 90% plus of my portfolio are solid projects, solid coins that I'm invested in. So I'm good regardless. That's why I can take the risk in these smaller cap coins.
Right. And good point. And, allocating 10% of your portfolio to what we like to call these moonshot projects.
Right.
It's a good idea. And the reason why you only need to allocate 10% is because if it does go to the moon, if it does 10x, 100x, that 10% will turn into 50, 60, 70% of your portfolio very quickly. So again, if you're, investing in these high-risk assets, you always want to have an exit strategy because things move very fast in this space. So when they do move fast, you want to know how you're going to exit, what coin you're going to exit into. And for Michelle and I, those exit into coins are usually Bitcoin, Cardano, or Polkadot.
Right. And let me mention one more thing that has worked really well with me. Having goals with your bags, right? When I started accumulating DOT, I set a goal for how many DOT that I wanted to accumulate. And once I reached that, I allowed myself to then venture out into some other coins, right? So if your goal is to have 0.1 BTC, 0.1 Bitcoin, you need to focus on having 0.1 Bitcoin before you go off and venture into these off-the-wall coins.
Good point.
Period, point blank.
And this is what I tell beginners that come to me asking for investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but what I told them is if you don't have 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.05 Bitcoin, you need to focus on that first. You need to build a foundation in your portfolio before you start venturing off into other high-risk assets in the crypto space. Why? Because at the end of the day, Bitcoin is king, okay?
Right.
If cryptocurrency goes to crap tomorrow, Bitcoin is going to be the last project standing. So you always want to have your foundation built in Bitcoin and then venture outside of that once you get to your goal or your fraction amount. And what I tell people, Bitcoin is at 50,000 right now. If you're dollar cost averaging, get to 0.1 Bitcoin first.
Right. And I thought I had one more. I lost my point. But yeah, set goals for yourself. And once you reach that goal, then, allow yourself to kind of venture off. But I think it's always good to set goals for, okay, I want X amount of ADA. Like, for example, I hit my ADA goal, right? So now that gives me permission to venture off into other coins. But I did not focus on anything else until I hit my ADA goal, period. Right. So set rules for yourself, set those guidelines for yourself, and you'll be fine. All right. Do you want to switch? Ready to switch?
I just want to talk about a couple things. I'm going to pull up on the screen here.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to go over a couple of sites I have pulled up here. Again, when I it's asking me to sign in here. When people ask me questions about the current market, why is it tanking? Why is it going up? It could be a number of reasons. We never really know why Bitcoin dumps the way it is. Some people think it was the Biden tax plan. Others think it was some other countries trying to ban the coin, but we never know. We don't. Because you have to remember the cryptocurrency space is worldwide. So it's hard to really pinpoint one direct action that would cause such a major decrease. And it could be a chain reaction of things. But I do want to pull up a chart here if it will allow me. If not, I'll just move on to the next page here.
Right, and I think it's always important. TMI, he always talks about this. Technical analysis is cool, and I think there is. I think there's a lot in that is valid in terms of watching these markets, watching the price action, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, nobody knows what's going to happen.
No,
nobody knows. Bitcoin will do whatever it wants to do, period. And at the end of the day, TA, technical analysis, is great, but none of us are fortune tellers. So
right.
You got to be prepared for anything in this space.
Okay, so I wanted to pull this up for you and just give you a little insight of what I look at. I've had a couple of calls, texts, messages asking what's going on, people freaking out, and I'm like, hey guys, look at this Bitcoin chart right here. This is the daily. We can go back to the January 1st or December here. Look guys, we've had 4 months of straight growth. It's healthy to have a pullback here. One indicator I did want to show you is something that I used to use when I would swing trade during the bear market. It's called the moving average here. So if you go to tradingview.com, I highly suggest this site to look at charts. Again, I'm not a technical analysis guy, but I do like looking at charts and looking at how things swing. So I'm going to pull up the moving monthly average. Where is it? Okay, moving average here. Okay, I'm just going to pull up this indicator. Let me exit out of this. And then I'm going to go, what I used to trade is the 50-day moving average. So I have the moving average indicator. It's set at 9 days. I'm going to go to 50 days. So now we have this line here, okay? And we can go all the way back, I believe, until October here. We've been performing above the 50-day moving average for 6 months, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Now, recently with this big dump here, we have performed below this moving average. So what does this mean? Obviously, we are in a bull market right now, so past performance kind of dictates future performance. So I was on Twitter the other day, and I ran across this Lark Davis tweet here, and he had the same type of mind frame that I did here. He went back to 2017 during the last bull run, and he says, in 2017, Bitcoin dipped under the 50-day moving average 6 times, and he shows the green arrows here, okay? And had sustained drops under the 50-day moving average 4 times, which lasted an average of 12 days. So I'm telling it, people in crypto in the Discord, hey, this dip might last on an average of 12 days. Why is this important? This is the first dip below the 50-day moving average this bull run. If we look at the last bull run, this happened 6 times.
Right.
So this is telling me, 1, we're at the very beginning of this bull run. 2, there's still a lot of upside movement in store for us. So this is really good news here. I'm just gonna blow up the chart. And again, go visit Lark Davis. He has an excellent YouTube channel. Now, I don't agree with everything he says or promotes, but he is good and he's consistent and he's an OG in the space.
Yeah.
So try to find these people to follow that have at least been in the space at least one bull run. Because, again, drops like this, we're not freaking out. We're happy, okay?
Right.
The first drop last bull run for the 50-day moving average below lasted 6 days, okay? The next one, 17. The third one, 11 days. And then finally, the fourth one, 15 days. These daily candles close below the 50-day moving average. So again, it'll be interesting to see how long we stay below this moving average. But I do anticipate possibly a week or so. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just looking on past performance of Bitcoin during bull markets. So don't panic. Take a deep breath. Take this time to accumulate, okay?
Right.
And one thing you want to keep in mind about this dip is that you want to watch and see what happens. One, you want to see which projects dip the most. Two, you want to see which projects are going to recover the quickest, okay?
Right.
So we anticipate projects like Cardano, Polkadot, Ethereum even, Bitcoin to recover the quickest.
Right.
Now, if you're investing in small cap coins, more riskier assets, watch what happens. Watch which projects never recover. Again, everything doesn't pump at the same time. There's waves in the pumping.
Right. And let me on that note, last night I don't think a lot of us got sleep last night because I was making trades and just watching the market, but I don't know if y'all noticed, but I watched for the bounce. There was a bounce in Cardano. There was a bounce in even XRP. There was a bounce in DOT. So I looked in my watch list, the coins that I watch, I went through each one and saw which coins had that bounce and which ones didn't, right?
Yeah.
That's a key indicator for buying pressure and what people are interested in.
Exactly. And
So-
which coins have the most potential and have the most strength as far as people believing in the project. Because if people are buying a project or a coin when it starts to crash, that means collectively the market sees value in that project,
Right.
and they see this as a sale to get projects or coins that are going to be here for the long run. And Bitcoin is that standard. And again, if Bitcoin crashes, you're going to see the entire market crash because Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin has a dominance, last I checked, around 50% of the entire crypto market. So always watch what Bitcoin does. And again, you're going to want to watch which coins bounce and rebound the quickest, especially compared to Bitcoin.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I just wanted to talk about that with you. Again, in future videos, I'll kind of do more in-depth analysis when it comes to charts. Again, my background is a swing trader. I only trade during the bear market because I hate trading during bull markets because you don't know what's going to happen.
You don't.
And things happen so quickly.
Yep.
And again, follow Lark Davis. He has an exceptional Twitter page, a lot of good information in charts and graphs here. And one more thing before I move on. If we zoom in on this 2017 chart here and we kind of look, during bull runs, it doesn't dip that far below the 50-day moving average. So I know a lot of people on Twitter are saying we've got a lot more downside here. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to me. Listen to me, but don't make financial decisions based off of
Right.
solely what we say. You want to listen to multiple people in the space, do your own research, and make your own decisions here, because this is an exciting time. We see, hopefully there's going to be some additional support around this 48,000, 50,000 level here, but we'll see what happens within the next 10 to 12 days. Again, these types of dips bull run lasted an average of 12 days. And again, in the Discord, a lot of people were kind of freaking out. What do we do? Should we sell? And again, this is normal. These type of pullbacks are healthy for the Bitcoin space, and it's healthy for the charts.
Right.
So we still have a lot more upside before this entire bull run is done. And again, you have to remember, and Lark says it here, we've had 6 months of green candles. Look,
Right.
we've had 6 months of green candles. So a little pullback, this is natural and healthy. Don't freak out. Watch what the market does. Take this time to accumulate the projects that you think are going to still be popular a year or 2 years from now, and which projects still have a lot more upside and have real use cases and products behind them. Because, coins like Doge took a huge hit. Mm-hmm. Will Doge be able to recoup and recover as quickly as Bitcoin or these other real projects? We'll see.
Was that shade?
I mean, it's not. Call it what you will. It's truth.
Yeah. I feel you.
So I know a lot of people who invested in Doge, and I hate to see this. I'm not laughing or taking any joy in this.
Right.
But this is why you don't chase green candles. You don't chase the pumps. You focus on what you know best, and you focus on real projects, and everything's going to be all right.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's all I had. I got to go start getting dressed and actually have to shave for this dinner tonight, or my wife's going to be upset if I'm late. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Shel.
All right. Let's switch real quick. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're about to wrap it up. I forgot to mention one thing. Also, if you're in stocks, I know a lot of us aren't, or, we have reservations about that, right? I know Creole and we sold just about all of our stocks last year and put it directly into crypto, and that has worked out. Right. So
best decision I've made financially in a while.
So, but for me, I still have like 401k money that I have chilling right now. So, if you're in stocks, if you have, a brokerage account and all that, pay attention to that as well. Coinbase stock right now it was below 300 yesterday, I think.
That's a steal.
Yeah, I had limit orders because I was waiting for this to happen. I had limit orders already placed going down to 270, and I haven't checked it today, so I need to check that today.
And also, if you have that 401k, look into stock symbol G as in girl, BTC. That's the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Right now, it's at a 19% discount to Bitcoin price. So again, that's a steal right now because we know where Bitcoin is going.
Right. So also pay attention to that. See what discounts are going on over there if you got money over there in the first place. Right. All right, y'all. That's it. Subscribe, like
Please.
the video if you like it. Join our Discord and have a fantastic weekend.
Bye.
Mr.